Sat Shri Akal, Jai Bhim, Johar, Vanakkam. I am the last speaker. And it is hilarious that we are talking on making of doctors in the nation of biggest doctor, that is Dr. Narendra Modi. Yes. He has been proposed by so many global universities, Banaras Hindu University, to confer doctorate. It is hilarious. In fact, situation of NEET and situation of airports in India is same nowadays. But I will like to start from the place where Dr. Kafil Khan left. Has tragedy of Gorakhpur incident stopped? An incident happened in Noida just day before yesterday. And why I am narrating this story when we are talking on NEET, it will be very clear. A person called Irfan and his wife Rukhsana visited a primary health center in Badalpur, a place in Gautam Buddha Nagar, just 23 kilometers away from New Delhi, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi lives. Rukhsana birthed a daughter. She was beautiful. Family was happy. But suddenly doctors realized that she can't breathe properly because she was not even crying. And they recommended that take her to JIMS, Government Institute of Medical Sciences, which is almost 30 kilometers away from that primary health center. She was provided a government ambulance. Rukhsana and Irfan visited JIMS with their 3-year-old daughter in ambulance. JIMS refused to, it was a critical case, it was an emergency case, but JIMS refused to admit. We don't have bed. You should visit Child PGI, that is in Noida. Again a place in Delhi NCR, National Capital Region. By the same ambulance, they reached Child PGI, very good, beautiful, big building. Doctors refused to admit. They said, you will have to pay 20,000 rupees. We can cure her. Rukhsana and Irfan said, we don't have 20,000 rupees. Then they said, okay, just submit 7,000-8,000 rupees, we will admit, and then arrange rest of money. Child was in lap of Rukhsana in ambulance. When Irfan was struggling on counter of Child PGI of Noida. Finally, Irfan, who was an auto driver, he said, we can't arrange. Ambulance left mother with child. He has a genuine reason that I am traveling since last 7 hours and oxygen cylinder is getting off. Then Irfan decided that we will visit again to Primary Health Center of Badalpur. They deboarded ambulance, sat in in a auto, and child died just 10 minutes after that. And you are saying that you will have to pay 10 lakh rupees, 20 lakh rupees, 50 lakh rupees just to coach yourself for a media seat. This is completely unacceptable. And it is just not about NEET. It is just not about an examination. This is just not about a job or livelihood. It is about nation. It is about democracy. It is about diversity of India. And I say that don't abolish NTA. There is no need. You just change name of India, NTA. In spite of NTA, you name that agency as NWA. Its name should not be National Testing Agency. It should be named as National Wasting Agency. You are wasting talent of our youth. You are wasting this great democracy. You are wasting our energy. We are wasting our time. It's not a joke. For whom? For rich people. For whom? People who have enough money. And more than that, for those who necessarily come from upper caste and upper class. NTA is an agency to save supremacy of upper caste and upper class, their dominance. They never want that a driver, son or daughter should be a doctor. They never want a farmer's son or daughter should be a doctor. They never want that a sweeper's son or daughter should be a doctor. And that's why we are offering flower on this portrait. It is disgrace to democracy. It is disgrace to this very nation. It is disgrace to principle of liberty, to principle of democracy, to principle of our honor. It is against humanity. I am saying this because, and I have no hesitation in saying that we are grateful to people of Tamil Nadu that you showed us way more than 4 years ago that NEET should be abolished. NEET should be finished. This is against our nation. This is against those who live in our village. एक मजाक चल रहा है. You are joking. आप इस पूरे देश को एक तमाशे में बदल देना चाहते हैं. एक मेला. क्यों? What report, and not only one report, but many reports are saying now that you are snatching rights of SC, ST, OBC and minority, who are being stopped from being a doctor, and not only doctor, engineer, and not only engineer. You don't even want us to be a simple graduate, a history graduate, a commerce graduate, a mathematics graduate. You have implemented CUET. It is why I am saying that it is not only issue of a job or doctorship or engineering or any degree. It is against democracy because it is going on principle of one nation, one examination and one leader.
Only graduate.
Yes, and that too in entire political science. We will have to think, and we are really hopeful that what path people of Tamil Nadu and government of Tamil Nadu has shown will be implemented on Jantar Mantar of Delhi, will be implemented on grounds of Lucknow, and students are fighting in the streets of Patna. This Narendra Modi is saying that 17 years old, 18 years old, 19 years old kids will be fighting court cases in high court, supreme courts, lower courts, and he will enjoy his prime ministership in plane of 8,400 crores. He will just deliver a speech and we will have to fight on the streets. But this is the only way. You have finished every single democratic system. Democratic system of examination, democratic system of education, democratic system of fighting for justice, democratic system of universities. You are jailing our students even for showing a film. A film was released by BBC on Gujarat and it was banned. Many students were sent to jail. You cut electricity of universities, you cut internet, and this is the democracy you want to make. It is, why I am saying that it is anti-poor. You have made a system just for English medium students. It's not only Tamil against Tamil students. It is more against Hindi medium students. It is more against Telugu medium students. It is more against Malayalam medium students. You are anti-democracy. You have waged war against the students of this very nation. This nation is fighting not only against a person, not only against a principle, but to save very democracy of this nation. So forget that it is Hindi versus Tamil. It is Tamil versus Bhojpuri or Maithili. No, it is Hindi with Tamil. It is Hindi with Malayalam. It is Hindi with Telugu. It is Hindi with Kannada. The students of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh are more vulnerable than the students of Tamil Nadu living in their villages. And we are anxious for them. Your situation is better. Tamil Nadu's situation is better. And one more thing. For whom NEET was made? Not only to rich being admitted to MBBS courses, but also for flourishing a coaching industry. Rich people will go to English medium schools, then they will go to Kota factory in Rajasthan, they will pay lakhs of rupees for coaching, and then they will buy seats of MBBS. An inquiry should be initiated that who are studying in private medical colleges of India, who are studying in private engineering colleges of India, who are studying in private computer institutes of India, what is their caste? A caste census must be initiated. It is our right that who have been deprived from education. Birds can be counted, cows can be counted, buffaloes can be counted, but people cannot be counted. You don't want to even listen that we are deprived, what we have gone through, what have been snatched from us, what you are trying to do by depriving us from being educated, from being admitted to jobs. This is not paper leak. This is leak in system. This is leak in minority. And this paper leak is very much systematic leak. And NEET has initiated this leak, and chairman of NEET, NTA, should be jailed, should be sent behind bar for waging war against the students of India. Criminal case must be initiated against them. And NTA must be shut down immediately. Every examination should be cancelled who are being done by NTA. This is criminal. A study says, and that study was initiated by government of Tamil Nadu by an independent body, and it says that 23 colleges, government medical colleges of Tamil Nadu admitted 3,081 students in MBBS, government medical colleges, and only 48 students out of 3,081 students admitted without doing a coaching. Only 48 out of 3,081. This is very pertinent, that for whom you have created an examination system like NEET, like CUET, and like any other examination system, even CAT. That is, and another case, admission to IIMs, admission to management institutes, admission to IIITs, admission to IIT. It is not only case of MBBS. And 1,062 students did coaching for 3 years. They attempted 3 times to get admission in MBBS. And on the other side, I just want to quote another report, and this report was initiated by Government of India Ministry of Human Resources in 2015. Can you imagine? In 2015, a coaching industry was flourishing in India. Can you imagine the amount? 24,000 crore coaching industry was there in 2015. 24,000 करोड़ रुपए की कोचिंग इंडस्ट्री 2015 में चल रही थी इस मुल्क में. And in 2022, it means just in 7 years, it got flourished to 58,000 crore. 24,000 coaching industry got up to 58,000 crores coaching industry in 2022, and business newspaper said that it's going to flourish to 1,34,000 crore industry by 2028. Who are running this coaching industry? Who are getting profits and benefits from these coaching industries? Whose children are reading and getting educated in these coaching industries? ये बात इस देश के सामने आनी चाहिए. That's why a caste census is must. It must come. That who are getting into coachings? Who are going Kota, Patna, Lucknow, Chennai, Mumbai to get coaching for just getting admission after 12th pass examination? It means education systems of India has failed. Government has accepted that there is no meaning of being educated till class 12th because you are not even ready to recognize 12 years of education. And hats off to people of Tamil Nadu that you implemented admission to MBBS seats on the basis of marks of class 12th. It is a must. And it must be implemented all over India by their state governments. Without this, we cannot even imagine that people coming from SC will become a doctor. People coming from other backward classes, most backward classes will become a doctor. People coming from scheduled tribe will become a doctor. And why I am saying this? Government of India report says that after class 9th, 28% students, kids from scheduled caste get drop out. They cannot study after 9th even. And in scheduled tribe, it is 48%. We must think that 12 years of study is how much difficult from people coming from these strata, from living villages of remote districts. We cannot even imagine. And you are saying that after studying 12 years, struggling 12 years, reading in dark rooms, reading on streets, reading on second-class schools, you are saying that we will take a world top class test and you will have to get prepared for that test. This is the biggest corruption against students of India. This is biggest war against students of India. This is biggest dishonesty against students of this India. You will have to follow admission after class 12 on the basis of result of class 12 in every courses, not only MBBS, also in engineering, also in computer sciences, also in all the streams of education. Only this way can make a path for students who are coming from scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, minority and other backward classes. मजाक नहीं चल रहा. This is not a joke. And why I am saying that you are in better position. And it is, we were trying since 2017 that NEET must be abolished. But people were not trying to listen. Because we were handed over a jhunjhuna. Just shake and it will sound. Why? In 2014, we got a Masiha. He said that I will put my hand in jab, take medical institutes. I will put my hand again in this pocket, take airports, take Ram Mandir, take roads, take railway stations. And now we are seeing states of Ram Mandir, states of airports, states of road, states of railway. In Bihar, why I am saying that you are in better position. In Bihar, per capita income is 49,000 rupees. It means students of Bihar is trying to get into MBBS, into engineering, into computer sciences or any other stream of education in difficult situation. In Uttar Pradesh, it is 70,000 and in Tamil Nadu, it is 2,73,000. In Bihar, literacy rate is 61%. In Uttar Pradesh, 67%. In Tamil Nadu, it is more than 82%. In Bihar, we have doctors one doctor on 3,207 persons. In Uttar Pradesh on 3,767, and in Tamil Nadu on every 253 persons there is one doctor. It is better than many very developed nations of this world. Despite of this, you are fighting for justice. You are fighting to save diversity. You are fighting to save democracy. And when I will get back to Delhi, I will tell our people that learn from Tamil Nadu how to fight for their people, how to fight to save democracy, how to fight to save constitution, and poor people, how to save dreams of SC, ST, minority and OBC. It is not about examination. It is not about just education. It is not just about jobs. It is about saving our constitution. You implemented not examination, you implemented Vyapam. people of Vyapam were introduced to National Testing Agency. I say that National Vesting Agency. What happened in Madhya Pradesh in Vyapam case? It was just a building of corruption. Every single examination was corrupt. Every single job examination was full of corruption. And people whoever tried to expose that case got killed. I'm anxious. I'm anxious that whoever will try to corruption of NTA, what will happen to life of those people? Because history is before us. हमको बचाना पड़ेगा. We will have to fight along. Bihar will have to fight with Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu will have to fight with people of Uttar Pradesh. People of Uttar Pradesh will have to fight with people of Kerala. This is not about one nation, one examination and one election. And hats off to you that you failed dream of one nation, one election and one leader. It is not going to happen. When I had came 3 months, 4 months ago, I had expected that we will do this together, and we have did this. It is a matter of congratulating each other. That's the way we save democracy. That's the way. Many bills are pending with governor. What is his rights? Bills are not being sent to President of India, not being approved. It is attack on federal system. It is attack on states, and it implies that it is attack on our very constitution. And it is war. ये युद्ध है दलितों के खिलाफ, पिछड़ों के खिलाफ, आदिवासियों के खिलाफ, गरीब लोगों के खिलाफ, उन लोगों के खिलाफ जो सपने देखते हैं, उन लोगों के खिलाफ जो लड़ाई लड़ते हैं, उन लोगों के खिलाफ जो चाहते हैं बराबरी का और सम्मान का देश. This is not going to happen. We are not going to accept this. We will have to fight, and we will. We will defeat those forces who are against scheduled tribe, who are against other backward classes, who are against scheduled caste and minority classes. They want to implement only one book, and that is Manu Smriti. And they are derived from Nagpur. For them, their national capital is Nagpur. They get orders from Nagpur, who did not even honor national flag for more than 30 years, who burnt Constitution of India when it was made, who protested against Hindu Code Bill, those who didn't want to even see Baba Saheb Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, Periyar, Karpuri, Jagdev. So we have sons and daughters of those great people who tried to save democracy, who tried to save diversity. Why they don't want diversity? Why they don't want people of different section? Mao used to say, हजारों फूलों को खिलने दो, let thousand flowers bloom. And what was the meaning of हजारों फूलों, thousand flowers? It means thousands mind, thousands thought, thousands aspirations, thousands dream. You want to crush every single dream. You want to crush every single aspiration. You want to crush every single step to moving forward. आप ऐसे देश चलाएंगे और फिर आप कहते हैं हम विश्व गुरु हैं. ये अजीब विश्व गुरु है जो 18 घंटे सोता है, दबाकर खाता है, कोई काम नहीं करता है और सिर्फ भाषण देता है. ये देश, जिस देश में हम रह रहे हैं, हमारा देश, we have been fooled since our childhood. This is one nation. एक देश है. We have one dream. We have one goal. And it leads that we have one language. It leads we have one flower, one bird, one animal. There cannot be biggest lie and deceit than this. ये देश एक सपने का देश नहीं है. ये देश 140 करोड़ सपनों का देश है. इस देश में 140 करोड़ लोग रहते हैं. 140 करोड़ सपने, 140 करोड़ अरमान, 140 करोड़ तरह की भाषा, 140 करोड़ तरह की बोलियां, 140 करोड़ तरह के कपड़े, 140 करोड़ तरह का खान पान. We will have to be ready for this. And we will have to make a nation for diversity like this. You are saying that you cannot wear burqa, you cannot have dadi, you cannot eat chicken or meat. When some people will try to celebrate Bakrid, you will preach them shakahar, and you are saying that we are nation of diversity. No. And one last thing I will like to say, that those who are seeing dream that they will remain always in power, by these type of thoughts they will be thrown out today or tomorrow. People like you, people like us, people like students who are wandering here and there on the streets to get a seat in schools, in colleges, in institutions, will throw those powerful people from their chairs. It's going to happen today or tomorrow. No government can survive by waging war against their students. They should read history. They should read Sampurna Kranti of 1975. They should read Revolution of France and Russian Revolution. The students thrown a powerful government in Assam, and a student from hostel was being taken oath on chief ministership. History of India is not so vulnerable. Why? Because we come from those classes. They will have to understand that झूठे बर्तन हमने धोए, राज हम करेंगे. फटे जूते हमने सिले, राज हम करेंगे. आपके बर्तन हमने बनाए, राज हम करें. खेती कपड़े किसानी हमने की, राज हम करेंगे. वो लोग जो सोचते हैं कि आसमान में उड़ते हुए इन गरीब तबकों से आने वाले लोगों पर राज करेंगे, एक दिन उनको आसमान से पाताल में फेंक दिया जाएगा. हमें पता है लड़ाई कैसे लड़ी जाती है. इट इज नॉट फर्स्ट फाइट दैट वी आर फाइटिंग अगेंस्ट नीट. We are fighting against JEE. We are fighting against CUET. We have fighted to read. We have fighted to get into the temples. We have fighted on the streets to move. We have fighted to drink water from public ponds. This is our history. We have a struggle to breathe. We have a struggle to have water. We have a struggle to read, get into the schools, and we will struggle to abolish this NEET. We will struggle to abolish this CUET. करना पड़ेगा, ये करना पड़ेगा. ये इसलिए करना पड़ेगा कि ये सिर्फ हमारा और आपका सवाल नहीं है. It is not just question of me and us and people sitting here. It is question of future generation. They will ask us that when Constitution was being demolished, when diversity was being devastated, what you were doing? Why you let this happen? And that day, we will be able to say that we were sitting together, fighting together, eating together, and we are trying to save this very democracy. We are trying to save this diversity. For next generation, we will have to do this. We will have to do this that we can breathe in a fresh air. I would like to quote an interim order of Supreme Court in 2013. Medical education is not available to the poor. It is not my version. It was delivered by two justices of Madras High Court in 2019. Medical education is not available to the poor people, and it is available only to those who underwent coaching classes by spending lakhs of rupees. Moreover, this will also put the rural students in a disadvantageous position as they lack facilities of undergoing coaching. It should be taken note by the central government, which brought the rules and regulations or amendment for conducting NEET. The unequal have been treated as equal in NEET, and result would speak for themselves. This fact should also be taken note by the central government. Supreme Court rejected NEET. People of India rejected NEET. The students of India rejected NEET. Why you accepted NEET? Why you implemented NEET? Because you wanted to make a nation by the rich for the rich. You have made this nation just a butcher khana where every single citizen could be murdered in one way or another way. You want to kill our aspiration. You want to kill our dreams. You want to kill our hope, and we will not allow this anyhow. And last, I will say only one thing. There was a very famous poet of Madhya Pradesh, Taj Bhopali, and he used to say, तुम्हारे बज़्म से बाहर भी एक दुनिया है. There is a world outside your महफिल, outside your courtrooms. तुम्हारे बज़्म से बाहर भी एक दुनिया है. मेरे हुजूर, my lord, बड़ा जुर्म है बेखबरी. It is sin not to be informed. तो वो बेखबर लोग जो देखना नहीं चाहते हमको और आपको बराबरी की कुर्सी पर, वो क्यों नीट करना चाहते हैं? वो क्यों सीईटी करना चाहते हैं? वो क्यों हर एजुकेशन सिस्टम को एक बना देना चाहते हैं? और डॉक्टर कफील एग्री करेंगे कि इट इज रियली रिडिकुलस. इवन डिजीजेस आर डिफरेंट. ways to treat people are different in different states. Like in North India, if you have diabetes, they will say, don't eat rice, don't eat idli, no white. In South India, no doctor will say you. You cannot imagine life without this. There are so many differences. There are so many diversities. And we will have to save these diversities. You and we will have to make a way for our people, for our students. And we will do this. Just one last thing. That note this down. That NEET is not going to remain in this way. NTA will have to be abolished, and anger of students of India, this government cannot go against that. Elections are near in many states and government cannot afford. It may happen that they do it today or tomorrow, but they will have to do it. It is not, and last I will say only one thing, it is not only fight of Tamil Nadu. It is bigger fight for the students of Bihar. It is bigger fight for the students of Uttar Pradesh. It is bigger fight for the students of Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh, states like Jharkhand. So we all are together. हम आपके साथ हैं, आप हमारे साथ हैं. हमारी लड़ाई साझी है, हमारे सपने साझे हैं, हमारे युद्ध साझे हैं, हमारे अरमान साझे हैं. ये लड़ाई भी साझी होगी, इस देश की सत्ता भी साझी होगी, हमारी आपकी सोच भी साझी होगी, लेकिन डाइवर्सिटी को बचाकर, क्योंकि ये सारी चीजें एक साथ तभी हो सकती है जब डाइवर्सिटी बची रहेगी, जब डेमोक्रेसी बचा रहेगा, जब संविधान बचा रहेगा, देश का ईमान बचा रहेगा. आपने बुलाया, मुझे सुना, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. इनकलाब जिंदाबाद.